Thank you very much for having me. Well, regards Zimbabwe's chances for qualifying for the World Cup, well, the math is quite simple. You know, at this stage, there are 40 countries across the CAF region, which were divided into groups of 4 teams. And this is a penultimate stage for teams to qualify for the World Cup in Qatar in 2022. So regards that, Zimbabwe is in a group which is quite fair and perhaps many may say easy because we only have within our before us we play tomorrow, we play Bafana, and then we play Ethiopia, and then we play Ghana, and then that completes the group. And then from that we then play a home and away match with any other team, with the team that qualifies from the opposing group. So basically we just have to win our next 6 matches and we have qualified for the World Cup for the first time in the country's history. And for us, we perhaps have our best crop of talent in a very long time. We've got players playing in France, your Marshall Monetsis. You've got players playing in the EPL. You've got players in the English Championship. Unfortunately, on this occasion, we are without our star players such as Marvelous Nakamba, who plays for Aston Villa. We are without Makaoli Bone, who plays in the English Championship, and we are without Admiral Musque, who plays for Luton. Because of the travel red list imposed by England for players returning to England, you have to then go into quarantine for 10 days, and so teams have prohibited their players from going outside the country. That said, we also have deficiencies within our defense. We've got injuries to our centre back pairing of Mudimu. And we have other challenges within the midfield now because we don't have Nakamba, so we're a little bit thin going back, but in the wings and our attacking prowess with Tino Kadewere and Marshall Monetsi also coming in there, we should have some sort of dominance over the match. But saying this, that said, with all the controversies surrounding also the coaching of the national team, because at this stage the current coach Zdravko Garasic is not in the best of books with the players. He has not won anything of significance since he signed on last year, and many have been calling for his head to roll. So there's a lot of the Moroccan camp is quite lukewarm, but that said, this is perhaps the easiest group that we ever get to qualify for the World Cup. And if we do not qualify for the World Cup in the next 6 matches that we play, like I said, if we win both, all our matches within the group stage, and then we go on to win the back-to-back fixture where in our last hurdle for the World Cup, that means we become one of the 5 teams to qualify for the World Cup in Qatar. And it's perhaps a tournament of firsts, because Qatar, this is the first time since the tournament was held in 1930 that a team that has not won the World Cup will host the World Cup, as it were. So they are hosting it and they'll be part of it. That's Qatar, and there's a lot of room for surprises, and we're hoping Zimbabwe will be one of those teams come 2022 in Qatar. On the second question of if Zimbabwe is with full strength squad going into the Bafana match, as previously stated, we are without Marvelous Nakamba in the midfield. We are without striker Macaulay Bone, who plays for in the English Championship, and we are without Admiral Musque, who also plays in the English Championship for Luton. So we're a bit thin in that perspective, and also we've got injuries to some of our defensive players, such as Mudimu. He woke up today, he wasn't feeling his best. So we're a bit thin within the defense, more than we are, although the players that are missing from camp are mainly in the strike force, but the defense as well has been giving Coach Zdravko Garasic some headaches. So definitely we would it remains to be seen if we'll be able to hold our own against some versatile players from South Africa that will be making this trip to Zimbabwe. Well, for Benjamin Mwarwari, it's perhaps he's coming into the national team. It's sort of a double-edged sword in that he's coming in at a time when indeed the team needs to have some sort of a person who motivates some of these players who believe they're bigger than the coach. Insofar as their star personalities, so you probably bring that calmness into the team. But at the same time, he has never coached the team in the entirety of his life. So this is his first assignment in which he takes up a mentor of an assistant coach. He has the badges of a coach, and he has the persona, he has the experience, having played in Manchester City and also in the Champions League. In the best leagues in the world. So he comes in with that wealth of experience, and also with now his coaching badges. So you bring some stability into the cockpit of the national team. And having said that, he also, I mean, he's a person who was earning thousands of pounds a week at Manchester City, and before that at lower teams. But he comes in at a contract in which it's assignment based. You'll be getting paid per match. It will be just a modest amount in that regard. But for him, it's more of the prestige that comes with coaching the national team, and also what it does to his CV. After becoming an assistant coach of your national team, you can apply for a bigger post somewhere else, and it's much easier for that transition to happen for him. So we're looking forward to what he brings to the side, and hopefully it's a positive vibe that will be able to bring out the best in our star players. In regards to the question of whether player unrest insofar as welfare of players is concerned, this time around, the camp is there are no complaints in that regard, because no one is owed any money from any previous tournament insofar as the current crop of players are concerned. So, and there's also been a fundraising committee that has been instigated and set up by ZIFA, in which the captain, Knowledge Msona, is a signatory to the bank account. So once those money start coming in, the players will know how much is coming and at what time. And there's also money that comes in for playing such tournaments as the World Cup and the African Cup of Nations. So far, it appears as though everything is in order. And but the complaints usually start coming in when we do then qualify for the African Cup of Nations, or we're qualified for whatever tournament, because that's when players can then, it's now a give and take approach in which the players try and muscle their way into what is owed to them. And also at times ZIFA doesn't give players, doesn't stick to the promises that they have made. So hence those concerns start coming up. But in this instance, everyone wants to qualify, because everyone knows once you qualify, there are so many other opportunities that await you on the other side.